Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, she is an absolutely brilliant videographer. You'll meet the great Cai Ranáe next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So in my TV career, I had a chance to work with some amazing videographers, and so I have so much respect for that craft. They always say a picture speaks 1,000 words, and if that's true, then a video speaks 10,000 words. So let's talk today to a brilliant videographer. Her name is Cai Ranáe, and she's with Cai Ranáe Visuals. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Jeff.
Absolutely. So tell us how it all began for you.
It began with a phone. I had always loved capturing images, whether it was the people around me, the environment around me. I just felt that I always saw the world from a different view, and I began to take photos with my phone at first. And then as the passion grew, I saved up enough money to buy my first camera, a Canon Rebel T3. Back then it was the camera to get. And yeah, I mean, the rest is history. With a camera in my hand, I felt confident. I felt like I belonged. And that's what really drew me to it.
I love that. Well, talk about the pressure. Now that you're a professional videographer, there's some pressure on you because there's moments happening when you're doing an event. I mean, do you feel pressure to get it right, not just for yourself, but for the client?
Absolutely. There's always some doubt in my mind where it's like, did I capture the lighting right? Did I, was there enough zoom to the shot? And as I'm in the moment, I just realize that I'm in the moment. And when I focus on that one shot, everything else around me sort of mutes.
Yeah.
And I'm just focused on capturing that moment, and I'll take it from there and capture the next moment.
What does it feel like when the client says, you nailed it, you crushed the ball?
It's very rewarding, honestly. Just being able to capture moments for people. And a lot of people that I film or work with, they're like, I always thought that I did not look good on camera, and looking at your work, I feel like you captured my best angles, and that's what makes me feel so fulfilled, because personally I've struggled with image and how I look on camera, and so to be able to have someone feel beautiful and have someone to be able to capture their best moments it's just so rewarding.
Yes, I feel you. We're going to show her website, and as we scroll down the website, first compliments, it's a beautiful website, very well produced. And you work with a wide variety of clients. Why don't you talk about some of the clients that you like to work with? You don't have to name them, but what across industries, right?
Yes, I've had the privilege of shooting for D Magazine. I've been able to film some events for them. The Best of Big D, their Diversity Symposium. I've worked with Dining Divas Texas and was able to shoot some BTS for their show that's going to be streaming on Apple TV.
Wow.
It was at the Celebrity Softball Classic, so I got to meet some pretty cool people, yes. And it's just been amazing, some of the people I've been able to work with. I've learned so much along the way, and every time I go out to shoot, I'm learning. I'm learning as I go.
We've got some video. This is one of your highlight reels, and I want you to kind of narrate this for us. So, Amsterdam.
Yes, this was my first time in Europe. It was just an incredible experience. The food, the atmosphere. I went with my aunt. I had the privilege of, being able to travel with her there. And there was just always a moment around me to be captured. I tried to squeeze it all into one edit. That's how many choices I had to choose between clips. But for this particular edit, it's actually in reverse. And I wanted to show that there's just a story in every aspect of this video. When you play it backwards, you're playing it forward. When you're playing it forward, you're playing it backwards. And so it tells a story from beginning to end, sort of just about my journey there, the people I saw, the places I've been. And I was, again, shooting for the edit. I knew that this was going to be a backwards edit as I was working on it.
So let's dive a little deeper. How do you know which shot follows the next shot? I mean, are you getting downloads from God saying this is what I'm supposed to be putting next, or is the video telling you what to edit next?
So it's a weird way that I start editing. I'll choose the music. That sets the tone. I'll put my opening shot, and then I'll put my ending shot. So I know where I'm starting, I know where I want to end up, and from there it just flows.
Wow, well, you're very, very talented. We've got another video we're going to put on the screen, and this is from FGI, and I happen to be at this event, and I need to compliment you because you did a great job capturing the feel of this really upscale event. So shout out to Fashion Group International. Tell us about the event and the pressure you must have felt to get it right.
This was probably my biggest event that I filmed last year. So many big names there. I see my camera as a way for me to get into places that I shouldn't be. Like there was Tommy Hilfiger's private room. I kind of snuck in there for a little bit to get some shots. But it was just incredible. The artists that were there, the fashion, you can really see how passionate people are about what they do, and that was my goal, to capture that within this edit. And here was just a clip of the people entering, and I really just wanted to capture the atmosphere and what goes on behind the show, not just what you see on stage.
Yes.
There's so much that goes behind the scenes. There's a story to be told, and I just wanted to capture it.
So on an event like this, with so much going on, did you have a game plan? Did you kind of have a rough outline of what you wanted to accomplish that night, or did the scenes just tell you what to do?
The scenes pretty much told me what to do. Before the runway show actually started, I was just capturing people mingling and taking photos. I really wanted to show the sense of community that was there. I wanted to capture that. And I wanted to get backstage. That was the biggest thing that I was really wanting to make sure that I captured, was just the models getting ready and being able to see what goes into it. This was my first fashion event, and so I grew such an appreciation for anyone who does it. It's a lot goes into it.
Okay, where do you see, the future's wide open. You're still a very young lady with so much talent. Where do you see all this headed?
I would love to travel the world, be able to capture different people, different moments. There's so much to be seen, and not many people get the privilege to travel, get the privilege to leave where they're from. And I want to be able to do that and sort of bring back a story with me.
Beautiful. We have about a minute left. Any shout outs or any final thoughts that you'd like to leave the audience with?
I would love to thank my parents for supporting me, for being there for me and always encouraging me. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for you. And I hope that I make you proud. And this is only the beginning.
Wow. What a great way to end the show. Thank you so much. We're going to leave you with her website, which is cairanáe.com. The great Cai Ranáe. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.